guys, THAW here from Mid-Atlantic 6 Scale. Once again, I've had a request. I make barbed wire. This tutorial I'm going to show you how I make barbed wire, 6 scale barbed wire. First off, I start off with 28 gauge steel wire. You can pick this stuff up at any craft store. It's just jeweler wire. I get the 28 gauge and I'll show you how we make some 6 scale barbed wire. Also, I use a cordless drill. You don't have to use a drill, I'll show you another way. And a little pair of cutters, snippers, whatever you have around the house. I wouldn't recommend using scissors. It will dull the blade, so I'd use something that's designed to cut the wire. Alright, we'll get started. For this example, I'm gonna make like a 2-foot section of barbed wire fence. So what I want to do here, if I'm gonna make 2 feet, I want 4 feet of wire. So we'll start off with about a 4-foot piece here and get that started. Alright, snip the wire off. Okay, now let's take the 2 ends that are cut. You can see there's the 2 ends here. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. But just the 2 ends of the wire. And we're just going to kind of twist those together like a bread tie twisty on your bread. Just do a couple little twists like that. It's just going to hold the ends together. I'll put it against the black drill so you can see. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Alright, so you have that in. And the end you just twisted, I'm going to stick in the drill. Just stick it in there and clamp the chuck down on it. You just want to hold that tight. Alright, now you have a big loop in your wire there. Have it connected to the drill. Comes out to a loop on this end. What I'm going to do, just take anything you want. We'll just use an old paintbrush here. I'm going to stick that paintbrush in that loop, kind of hold it, and I'm going to pull it tight, take my drill, and start twisting the wire. I want this twisted completely, so I'm just going to spin that, and whoop, slipped out of my drill truck there. Let me tighten it up. Alright, now we're back in action. I'll slip it over that little end there, and you can see it's kind of getting a braided twist look. Just want to keep twisting that wire till it's nice and tight. Alright, now you can see, I'm going to take it out of the chuck here. And we're finished with the drill. You can also do this, with 2 paintbrushes, 2 pencils. Slip one in this end of the loop end, and then the end you twist it up like a bread twisty. Stick another one and just sit there and keep twisting it. It'll take you hours. I use a drill. You see it takes a few seconds. Alright. Now you have one end with the loop here that it just twisted and braided into. I should have something black here so we can see. Ba-bam! There's something black. Okay, hope that picks up a little better there. You can see the loop at this end and the wires twisted completely through to this end. Alright, now on to the next part. You take another piece, you take your whole spool of wire this time. This will get a little tricky. Your fingers will figure out how to hold all this as you do one or two of these. You can make individual 1 foot sections, 2 foot, 4 foot, 40 foot if you want. However long your wire is, you can make as long as you want. Roughly on a 1 foot or 2 foot, let's just say this is a 2 foot section. You start off with 4 feet. So this piece would actually end up being about 2.5 feet that you need. But I just leave it on the spool because it's easier for me to work that way. And then I'll show you what we do here. You take your end with the loop, and you take your spool here, and we're just gonna twist around this a couple times to hold that into position. You might even want to come back up through that loop. Come back up through the loop there and twist it a time or two. This stuff does not have to be pretty. It's barbed wire. It's meant to be nasty looking. Okay. So now that we have our spool tied and connected to one end of this, we'll go back. You can use, again, whatever you want. Magic marker, an old paintbrush, a pencil, anything you want to use. I kind of like, I use this little wooden dowel. I have a like a foam paintbrush. I rip the foam end of the paintbrush off, and I just use the wooden dowels for all kinds of stuff. But what we're going to do, I'm going to try to explain this and show you on camera as best as I can. What you want to do, your wire, you want to stay in a continuous straight line in your mind. You're going to put this on the inside. You see where I'm coming through here? On the inside of these two. Hold it there. Now come around, wrap around. I know it's kind of hard to see. I actually probably be better off to have a cameraman on this tutorial so they can move and zoom. I come around the back side of the wood and across the barbed wire itself. So I'm basically coming around the back of the wood and over the top. Now you want to wrap underneath 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you pull that nice and tight. Okay. Now, that's your 3rd wrapping. Now what you want to do is move your wooden dowel rod to the back side of the wire. So you're going front, wrap 3 times, back 3 times, front 3 times, back 3 times. You do this the whole entire length of your barbed wire fence. Once I get that finished, I'll come back and finish up showing you how to make the individual barbs. Alright guys, I'm back. You can see here now we have this, once we've wrapped behind and then around, we've created this, we have our twisted line down the center, and we've created this zigzag pattern the whole way down through the barbed wire. Now this is where it becomes barbed wire, and this is real metal steel barbed wire. It is very sharp and will cut you very easily. So if you have pets or kids or old ladies with walkers, don't leave this stuff laying around. It becomes true barbed wire at this point, and it will hurt you. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start at one end of it here. You can see each one of these loops. We're going to snip about a 1/16 away from the spiral. We're going to snip each one of these loops away as we come down through. About a 1/16 of an inch away. So I snip there, snip there, snip, and you continue this the whole way down each loop. This only takes a second, guys, but I am trying to hurry up just for the sake of the video. Not making it perfect, this is just an example. So you can see on one side now we're starting to get a barb shape. Then you want to come back and of course do the other side. You snip each one of those the same distance, about a 1/16 away. Again, I'm not making these perfect, I'm just cutting them for the sake of the video to show you guys. Okay. Once again, please remember this stuff is very sharp. But that's pretty much it right there. That's how you make the barbed wire. You can see the little individual barbs. I don't know how well the camera is showing it, so I'll show you a picture at the end. And I'll put a dragon. I'll use just a standard DML dragon hand and take a picture and show you scale reference at the end of the video. Alright, I hope this helps someone out, and thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.